Less than a week after he was shot and wounded at a gas station while responding to a call, Florida police officer Adam Jobbers Miller has tragically succumbed to his injuries. Miller's killer, Wisner Desmarais, as you may remember from our coverage last week, came to this country from Haiti when he was 9 years old. He had managed to escape conviction in the past, but now ICE has filed an immigration detainer hold on him. Inexplicably, the city of Philadelphia just announced that they will no longer grant ICE access to arrest databases like the one Desmarais was actually discovered on. Here to debate this is Claude Arnold, the former ICE special agent in charge of L.A., and immigration attorney Alan Orr. We were so worried about Officer Jobbers Miller over the weekend because he was in intensive care and we thought he might be improving, but that came across my phone over the weekend. Your heart sinks, as it does, for anyone gunned down in the United States. Tragic loss for his family and the community. The police all turned out to honor him over the weekend. But Claude, let's start with you here. People say, look, immigration, that's its own issue. Don't conflate the issues of illegal immigration or people who overstay a visa with a case that's as horrible and tragic as this, because police officers are shot by American citizens too.
Yeah, sure. And look, I've been to far too many police officers' funerals than I would like to have attended, and several who have been killed by people who are here illegally in the United States. And look, we have enough criminals and cop killers of our own. We certainly don't need to import any from elsewhere. And the fact is, if Mr. Desmarais had been removed from the country, he was here illegally, then this police officer would be alive.
Alan Orr.
Hi. First, condolences to the family and the community for losing an officer. I thank him for his service. But I think the issue tonight is, one, it's not clear from the court filings that this individual is undocumented or illegal, that they are probably an immigrant with a green card that is deportable, but I haven't seen that in the facts. And if you sort of read the case hearing today from his statements, it clears that this person might have some mental deficiencies, as he assumed that everybody was after him. So the thing that I want us to sort of say tonight is that what is the issue in this case is not his immigration status, but crime in the United States. And when we sort of look at the failure of immigration, it's not at this individual immigrant, but we should be looking at Congress for what they haven't done.
Well, right now we find ourselves in a situation where people are still allowed to walk across our southwest border where there's no fence, or a fence that's half torn down, or you could hop over easily, or you could swim the Rio Grande. And ICE has stopped, Border Patrol, has stopped MS-13 gang members. I think it was just last week, the week before, stopped known gang members who have actually been deported out of the country and stopped on their way back in. So there clearly is an effort by the cartels, by human traffickers, to bring people into the country, both illegally, obviously, and also to help gang activity in the United States, to grow the gang ranks, to replenish gang ranks. That's just a fact. So while, of course, Americans commit crimes every day, we know that, I think that is the point. We don't want more crime in the United States. We don't want more problems in our cities. We have kids that need help. We have elderly who need help. We have officers who are stretched with budgets that are stretched. We don't need any more problems. So, Claude, right now, we have Philadelphia, brotherly love city. They're not going to be part of this database anymore. What could that do to hamper the apprehension and understanding of the people we're arresting for these particular crimes?
Well, real quickly, I'd just like to say in Wisner Desmarais' case, he came here as a visitor. The family applied for asylum. The information I have, it was denied. They were put in removal proceedings. He was ordered deported. But then, out of the generosity of this country after the earthquake in Haiti, they were granted temporary protected status. And, to show his gratitude, he killed one of our heroes in blue. Now, his status had ended, so he should have been removed from the country. But, And
had he been removed, would have an officer who is alive today.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But what about, let's get on to the Philadelphia story.
Exactly.
The Philadelphia story is yet another example of sanctuary city policies going into effect. How this helps the people of Philadelphia is beyond me. Claude, quickly, then Alan gets the last word.
Well, it doesn't help the people of Philadelphia. And this is just the city of Philadelphia doubling down. First, they're harboring people who are here illegally by refusing to cooperate with ICE. And, now they're refusing ICE access to the records. So the people they release from jail, ICE can't track down using that information. I believe ICE should just issue subpoenas, and then when they refuse those subpoenas, they should initiate a criminal investigation, and the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania should convene a grand jury. And
Alan,
the
mayor of Philly was the same one who danced, literally did a Snoopy dance when he found out the judge ruled that they could do the sanctuary city policies. But as a practical matter, how does this help keep the city safe?
Well, first, I'm going to move a little bit to my conservative side and say, look, these are local people. The mayor was responding to the local community saying that they did not want this rapid enforcement there. Two, in Philadelphia, the problem was not only was it criminals in the system, but it was also witnesses and other individuals related to crimes. And the problem was that ICE was spending too much time rounding up the low-hanging fruit rather than focusing on people who really are a danger to our community. That's the problem in immigration right now. We're not trying to sort people out. We're just saying every immigrant is a problem and we need to focus on that. And that's not leading to security. We need to recognize that we're not going to deport 1,200 million people. We don't have the money for it.
Yeah, 12 million. 1,200 million would probably be there soon, too. But I appreciate it. Great segment. Great segment, guys. Thanks so much.